Hello everybody, and welcome back to DiamondTrail Ranch. You know something I've noticed living out here on the homestead? Gators and wasps have something in common. I just saw someone mention earlier today about how gators, you can get a few feet up to them or close to them, and they don't really care. They don't mess with you. And I was thinking, I was drinking my coffee this morning and I was thinking the same thing about wasps. What does that have to do with homesteading and DiamondTrail Ranch and you? Well, our garden, for example, and our bananas, every time I go and water them, I see wasps. And it's that time of year, spring, where I'm starting to see a lot of wasps. And my kids are terrified of wasps. I get stung by them probably once a year, and that's not an exaggeration. I really do. If you mess with them, you're going to have a bad day. Okay? I mean, that's kind of self-explanatory to most people, but if you just go about your business, most of the time they don't mess with you. And basically pretty much anything with wings, it makes a good pollinator. Anything that moves makes a good pollinator. Oh boy, I just found some broken glass. Oh man, guys, we don't do edits here. This is all basically as live as it gets, uncensored, unfiltered for you. You never know what you're gonna find, you know what I mean? Pollinators are putting in work for you on your homestead and your garden. It's spring. Hopefully we're getting the showers they mentioned this time of year. And wasps, if you don't mess with them, they don't mess with you. It's just, they don't. So the more I thought about it, that's not just a nature thing. It's a life lesson. And it's actually, the gators and wasp thing is pretty biblical at the end of the day. It really is. Check out my bananas, man. They're doing so good right now. I love it. They actually bounced back from the freeze. This is what they look like coming back from the freeze. They were completely done. I still got some I need to cut up, but the dead off of them, but that's all right. Out here, we deal with these wasps all the time. We really do. They're on the fence, under the roof, sometimes right next to where you're working. Guys, like I said, I've been stung at least once a year, sometimes twice a year. I actually got stung by a bee a couple years ago. It got stuck in my shirt and I didn't even realize it was there. And they don't mess with you. But if it's stuck in your shirt, skinned bee, that was just its defense. So I was like, oh man, it is what it is. But honestly, with wasp, if you get stung, there's a reason. You probably got too close to the nest, or you moved too fast and you startled it, or flat out trying to swat it away, right? Or you try to spray it. You guys ever use those insecticides or the ones that have the stream on them, and you spray and it's a straight line and you just completely miss, and then next thing you know, you have a whole bunch of wasps coming after you? I can't be the only one. When they're just flying around though, they don't care. I've watered these bananas and seen wasps, flying around them right here around my orchard and stuff. And they fly around. Yeah, they might get kind of close and I might walk away or whatever slowly. But for the most part, they don't care. They're just hunting bugs. They're building their nests. They're doing their thing. By all means, I don't want them on the property, I'll be honest with you. But at the same time, they're putting in work. So, if you're going to have them, make them work. And that's what they're doing. You're getting those flowers, that cross-pollination and things like that. We got some new pretty ones we actually just put in over here. I put them in for, more pollinators. I'm working on it slowly but surely. Everything was dead this year. So we're putting in God's work effectively. I love plants and flowers and gardening. You can see, I don't know if you've seen our earlier videos on our channel from the last year or two. None of this orchard was out here, and it's starting to come back. Got a new Barbados over there. Peaches are starting to come in. The one corner peach that's direct sun there is a little struggling, but the Meyer lemon as well, I did some pruning, but it's doing some healthy growing from the base. But anyway, wasps and the gators, like I mentioned in the beginning, people think they're just out there looking to attack. We actually saw 2 gators to the left over there, just a little bit further down the road. There's a ramp for highway, and there were 2 gators. It was mother and baby, I think, in the middle of the road on the on-ramp, less than a quarter mile from our house. They're not out there looking to attack people. They're not. That's not how it works with gators. That's not how it works with wasps. Most of the time they avoid people, they watch from a distance, or they stay in the water, or they're looking for water. It's been dry. But when something happens, it's usually because same thing. Somebody got too close to the gator, someone fed the gators, or someone ignored their space. Okay. The thing with those animals that we deem as aggressive is you need to respect their space. And if they're on what you would consider your space, like these bananas, you can get rid of them. You get that cross-pollination for a month or two, get rid of them. Do what you got to do. If it's going to hurt your kids or family or whatever, or animals, yeah, then by all means. Okay. I'm not defending them in that sense. All right. This is where it gets interesting, though, because it shows up in the Bible, Proverbs 20, verse 3. It says, "It is an honor for a man to keep away from strife, but every fool is quick to quarrel." Okay. And that's powerful. It doesn't say win every argument. It says stand your ground no matter what. It says there's honor in avoiding unnecessary conflict. And then there's Romans 12:18. If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. That doesn't mean people won't ever come at you. Don't be the one starting it. Apply that in so many different ways, guys. Real life application here. It hits home because a lot of problems in life, guys, I can't think of a problem that's really random, to be honest. Problems are generally a cause and effect. It's a reaction to something else, right? Someone says something, we react. Someone annoys us, it might escalate, right? Someone gets close to our space, we push back. A wasp defending its nest, what is it doing? A gator protecting its territory, what is it doing? We get a little too curious. We bring the boat a little too close, or you walk up to it. You're playing with fire. That's an understatement. Fire might be a little. I think, fire is probably less dangerous than what we're talking about here. Not every situation needs your response, guys. Let nature be nature. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is step back, stay calm, and do not engage. This is gators and wasps we're talking about, okay? Because once you swat that wasp, guys, it's too late. Living out here teaches you things you don't really learn anywhere else. You start to realize nature has rules. Animals have boundaries, and peace usually comes from respecting both, right? And honestly, life feels a whole lot simpler when you stop trying to fight everything. So yeah, gators and wasps might seem a little like a weird comparison. I don't know that anybody's ever done that on this platform. But I was thinking, they got me, they teach you something real. Not everything's out to get you. Even wasps and gators, they're not out to get you. Some things will react if you push them. That's like people, right? Sometimes the best move is to just leave it alone. If you enjoy this kind of real life homestead perspective, we're not doing fear. There's no hype. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You're helping our family out. Hopefully we're helping your family out by providing updates, cool content, calm content, preparedness, biblical here and there, gardening, homesteading, all things, composting, you name it, goats, horses, chickens, ducks, a lot of life lessons coming from real everyday life out here in Florida. Drop a comment. It's free. Hit that like button. It doesn't cost you anything at all. It helps us out. Have you ever been stung by a wasp ever in the history of your life? Did you think it was your fault? Let me know in the comment section below.